What is going on, everyone? My name is Alpha, and today we are doing another Pokemon challenge video. But today we are on Pokemon Omega Fire Red, which is a ROM hack. It's basically the same game. It's actually a bit difficulter. There's all the Pokemon from Generation 3 available to you, so like all the fun with that. Difficulty gap is obviously higher, and essentially we're just gonna try to beat the game completely without using a PokeCenter at all. No PokeCenter allowed at all. So to preface, I mean, that is basically the rule set. We just gotta beat the game. And not use a PokeCenter. Now there are some difficulties with that, and we're gonna obviously address those when they come through, but for now that is just the rule set. And also, if you guys are new here, please don't forget to leave a like on the video firstly, and subscribe if you guys are not already. We upload every Wednesday and Saturday of every single week with new challenge videos, so you guys do not want to miss that. And also comment down below some challenge ideas for yourself, and it'll possibly turn into a video itself. And finally, I want to say thank you for supporting my channel and watching the video. Anyways, let's get into the challenge itself. So to start, we're actually given non-traditional starters. We are given Elekid, Magby, and Smoochum as starters, and we really don't have much of an option here because I think Smoochum is a clear choice of what like the best Pokemon is. So we gotta choose Smoochum. I'm not too fussed about getting Smoochum because I believe Smoochum is gonna be the best one. It's gonna evolve into an actual fully evolved Pokemon. That's pretty good. It's gonna have a psychic typing and ice typing once it evolves. It already has that right now, but it's gonna be better off. And also, you know, it's just it's better equipped because, you know, ice is actually a very strong type and psychic's a very strong type in these games. So obviously we are gonna be worrisome about PP. That is the big issue here right now. PP, any type of PP we have, it's all we have. We don't have any ethers or elixirs right now, and we can't go to the PokeCenter because, well, if we do, the challenge is over. So we're gonna have to be careful with conserving our PP, obviously. So the first trainer in Brock's gym very narrowly lets us by, and we beat him very narrowly. We got the Nosepass to confuse itself and hit itself. So now, I mean, that's a pretty clear sign of not good things. So we head into Brock. We're gonna be quite weak against Brock. We're not too high of levels, and Brock is just dismantling us. We couldn't even beat the Geodude in one hit the first time. So we're gonna have to go out, train a bit more. We're actually going back into the forest. We're gonna catch a Shroomish. Shroomish can be a really good Pokemon. Grass type. It's gonna evolve into fighting type as well. So that gets, you know, some type coverage as well. And also we can use the fishing rod to fish up Pokemon in the water near Viridian City, and we could train it up pretty easily. We could get some mad levels from it. And once we do get some decent levels, we head into Brock's gym, and we obviously, you know, get to demolish it. It has a Vulpix, so luckily the Vulpix does not have a fire move. From what I can tell, it didn't use a fire move at all, and we're just leech seeded down, firing on all cylinders. We're destroying Brock's team, and Onyx comes out. Onyx is going to be a bit of a pain, but luckily for us, Smoochum gets to clap it down. We luckily got the Onyx to be paralyzed before it weakened my Shroomish 2 hearts. We got it paralyzed, and now it could barely move and could barely attack, and we smashed it down. In Mount Moon, we actually encounter Bagon. Bagon, one of my favorite Pokemons of all time, and well, his evolution line is one of my favorite lines of all time, and it's incredible. I just didn't know that can exist, and we just pull out a Bagon. I feel like it should be rare, but I ran into like 2 of them, and we caught up one of them. Now going into Misty's gym, there is a big, there's quite a lot going on for us. The biggest issue is that most of my Pokemon are kind of weak, and most of her Pokemon are better than mine. So I obviously relied on Shroomish a lot to take care of everything. Sunsport is a great move, however it obviously doesn't always work, so we gotta rely on everything else. And then Togetic comes out, and it's just the most annoying thing in the world. Luckily it gets comboed and gets paralyzed quite frequently, and we get a chance to actually knock it out with our Bagon. We got a lot of XP from it, and then Starmie comes out, falls into a similar state of paralyzed, and we clap it down pretty easily. Bagon is a monster. Bagon takes down Misty, and we're rolling through this Omega Fire Red challenge. Now obviously we don't have any PokeCenters we can use. However, as we're moving through the game, there is a SSN where there is a person that heals your Pokemon. Now this arises some issues going down the line, but we're just gonna go ahead and play by the rules. We're not using any PokeCenter, but we're using this person to heal our Pokemon, and now we're gonna take advantage of that, and we're gonna trade up all the Pokemons we have. We're gonna train all our Pokemons to a ridiculous level, so we're over leveled as hell from the get-go and from the 3rd gym on, which, I mean, it takes away from the challenge a bit, I did not realize at the time that there's a lot of NPCs that automatically heal you. I did not realize there's a lot of NPCs in the game that will heal all your Pokemon and heal everything from you. So that is my fault. But at the same time, I'm taking advantage of the situation I'm in. You know, I gotta beat everything. We actually caught a Dratini right outside of Vermilion City. We actually caught a Dratini inside of Vermilion City in the waters. I don't know where this came from, but it did. We also caught a Magikarp for our team, and this is our stacked team right now. This is a monstrous team, I will not lie. And we are just going through. They are very over leveled. So everyone gets a bit over leveled, and everyone's fully evolved before the third gym. So speaking of the third gym, let's head into the third gym. So Lieutenant Surge, great guy. Now he's about to get smashed up by this monster team of like some juiced up Pokemons. Like, I do not understand what is wrong with me. Second off, I was stupid, and I assumed this was the only time I would ever have an NPC that would like heal all my Pokemon. Boy, was I wrong. Anyways, we demolished Lieutenant Surge. I am so sorry, Lieutenant Surge. You have a full team, but it's just not enough. We're heading into the rock tunnel, and so, we got some monsters move rock slide. This challenge still stands. We still have like obviously PP issues. We don't actually have a lot of PP restoring items, so we're gonna conserve those. There is something that comes up that will help us utilize our PP better and train easier. Which, I mean, if I ever got to that point, I would have needed it, obviously. But obviously I overtrain and overlevel for no reason. So anyways, we head into Erica's gym, and it is full on grass type, and we do not care about PV here. We're just gonna get all the levels for our Typhlosion. Typhlosion is going in. Typhlosion is eating everything up, and now we're heading into Erica, and Erica, well, Erica, boom, 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 dead. We beat Erica really simple, really easily with our Typhlosion. We actually acquired a great item called Black Glasses, and we put them on a Salamence, and now Bite is going to be pretty useful. It's going to be a decently strong move. It's a special move in this game, but we have it on a Salamence, and we're just going it's going to basically destroy all the father Pokemons in our way. Just rapidly kill everything in our NPCs. We're also going into the Celadon Supermart, and we're going to buy some TMs. Obviously, we could switch between TMs on our Pokemon moves to obviously regen all the PP we've lost. So that is a great thing for us. We can recover PP. And speaking of recovering, we head into Lavender Town and the tower itself, and we're obviously going to catch as many Pokemon as we can. We're going to try to fill up our decks because there is something we want for the dex reward. But there is also a Ring of Life that recovers all our Pokemon HP and PP. So obviously, again, a bit of a mistake on my part, but we're powering through it. We also catch the Snorlax. We're a few Pokemon off of the reward we want, which is the Amulet Coin. So we're going out and catch as many Pokemon as we can still, and then we're going to head back, get the Amulet Coin, put it on our Pokemon, and now we get double the reward money. It can be very useful for TMs I want to buy, so I could recycle in between these moves and train my Pokemon if I ever needed to. We're also going to head into the Safari Zone, get Surf for our Gyarados because we need that to beat the game. We're also going to grab all the PP restoring items we can, and then we're also going to put Strength as an HM move. Now, since we're in Fuchsia City, the best thing is that there is the move deleter on in the city. The move deleter will delete the move, and then you can replace it back in. In this game, TMs are not reusable, however HMs are reusable, so we could fly back to the move deleter, delete the HM, reteach it, and we have infinite PP at that point. So we have broken the entire challenge in half, and that's a great thing. We've actually destroyed the challenge, monstrous moves, and we're still going to look for PP just in case, because there are moves we want to keep, especially Psycho Boost. We got Psycho Boost on our Jinx. They obviously switch up the movesets for our starter Jinx, and obviously it's going to be very useful. Now that the levels are creeping up on us, it's going to be getting a bit more difficult. We are fighting against Silphco Gary, and it's a bit tougher now. He is a bit stronger, and of course we can't use the PokeCenter at all, so we got to rely on our items we get from the Pokemon, and that's alright from us, but it's going to be a bit difficult going down the line. Sabrina is obviously the Psychic type gym leader, but she has some variants on her team that are some strong mothers. And luckily Salamence is a big ass tank, so it destroys everything on her team, and we just walk through it. It's a clean sweep by Salamence. What a monster. Next up is Cinnabar Island. Cinnabar Island's gonna be home to Blaine, the fire gym leader, and I was too lazy to leave the Pokemon Mansion, so I just taught my Typhlosion Dig so I could use it as an escape rope. And here obviously we're using Surf. No penalties for using Surf, as there is an HM and there's infinite PP of it. So luckily for us, we get to clap through all the trainers. We don't need to ask any questions, and we don't need to worry about PP because we are just getting free levels from it. Anyways, we're heading into Blaine himself. Blaine has a pretty strong team. To start, I was going to try to Dragon Dance right in front of his Arcanine, but Arcanine decides, nah, I didn't want to. Roars me out into my Dragonite. So now I gotta deal with the Arcanine that has a Rest Chesto Berry, and it just starts switching around. It's just such an annoying Pokemon. So we bring out our Gyarados again, we clap through a few more Pokemon, and then we take down the Blaziken with the Dragonite. Arcanine comes back out. It's PP stalling me, and it's very annoying. Salamence is getting annoyed that his Rock Slides are getting eaten up by this fat Pokemon. Once we keep switching around, because he's roaring me, it will actually knock it out with the Rock Slide from the Salamence. And then Typhlosion knocks my Typhlosion out because it has Earthquake for some reason. Random Earthquake on Typhlosion, doesn't matter. We beat Blaine. Blaine is all done, all good, and which is crazy because, I mean, for a fire type gym leader, he is pretty hard now. And finally, the 8th gym leader, Giovanni. It's no problem right here, you know. Ground type gym leader ain't nothing about a thing. We're gonna start off the battle by Dragon Dancing right in front of Flygon. Flygon's gonna hit me with the Rock Slide. It's a bit annoying, but then we take it down with our Gyarados. Giovanni starts to throw away his Rhydon for no reason. I mean, that's his prerogative, not mine. I take down the Rhydon, and then I surf down the Tyranitar as much as I can, and then we take down the Tyranitar with our Breloom, which is great. Similar fate, Persian gets knocked down. See much of Breloom, but Breloom is definitely a monster here. Breloom also takes down the Swampert as well, just going on a killing spree, and then Typhlosion takes down the last Pokemon of Giovanni's team, and we are on our way to the Elite Four. Obviously, our team, finally the over level has caught up to us, and these Pokemon on the opposition are catching up to us in levels, and now it's a bit of a challenge. We start off the penultimate rival battle fight of the game with our Typhlosion. It knocks out his Crobat, which is pretty good. Breloom comes out, is going to try to 1v1 the Walrein. Does not work. Walrein takes the W over him, but then Dragonite comes out, gets slapped as well, and then Salamence comes out, finishes up the job, and Salamence obviously takes down the Gengar as well, and then takes down the Meganium. I don't know what Salamence on, but Salamence on a different level, is on a different wave. It's killing everything. And also Ampharos is a bit annoying, so we gotta slowly weaken it down. Ampharos a bit annoying. It actually switches out against my Salamence, which is fine. We're gonna take down the Magmar with our Salamence, hit level 60, and then go back and Perish Song the Ampharos. A bit of a strange strategy, I will admit, but it gets it done. Our Gyarados gets taken down with it, but doesn't matter. We are heading into the Elite Four. Now, doing all the preparations for Elite Four, I panic a lot, and I bought a lot of stuff I probably don't need because I stocked up on Secret Power and Brick Break, saying like I'm going to war or something. Newsflash: there's not that many Pokemon in the Elite Four itself. They're hard Pokemon, but there's not a lot of them. I mean, what, 6 per trainer, and there's 5 trainers, 30 at max. I mean, you don't need that much PP, so I was panicking over nothing. And we're heading to Lorelei. Lorelei, first step is going to be pretty difficult. Lorelei, I assume, was going to be pretty difficult because most of my Pokemon was weak to water or ice. So it's going to be, it's pretty scary to see that 4 out of 6 members weak to ice or water. But look, Breloom comes out, claps the Dewgong easily. Walrein comes out, gets Psycho Boosted, and then my Breloom kills it pretty easy. My Jinx comes out, similar thing, Psycho Boosted, and then Breloom comes out, kills it. And then Breloom kills the Wigglytuff. Breloom is going on a killing spree. Monster of a Pokemon. I weaken down the Milotic with my Gyarados with Secret Power. Get it paralyzed. Not the greatest thing because it has Marvel Scale, but we do take it down with a Psycho Boost from Jinx. Psycho Boost, monstrous move. That is why I'm going to have to keep it around. And then I'm going to use Perish Song on the Slowbro. Keep it around. Keep it dead. And we beat Lorelei without losing a single Pokemon. That is outrageous in my opinion. Anyways, we're heading into Bruno. Bruno is the mastermind of being useless, and all the in all the previous challenge videos, so maybe this time is his time to shine. He swaps out his Steelix for no reason, and then I switched into my Breloom, and his Poliwrath did nothing to my Breloom for no reason. And again, Bruno, masterclass of doing nothing. Armaldo comes out, gets slapped around by my Gyarados. I'm not sure why he's an Armaldo, but he does have one. Jinx comes out, 2 shots to Donphan. I forgot to restore PP on my ice move on my Jinx, so I have to use Water Pulse instead. So it Water Pulse down to Donphan, and then Psycho Boost the Machamp. Oh my god. And then Gyarados takes down the Steelix, and we are in a masterclass showing. We've destroyed his entire team. Again, he is not an issue ever, I feel like. Anyways, heading into Agatha, there is a few concerns on my team. First off, she sends out a Shedinja. Luckily, I started with a Dragonite, luckily, and has a wing attack, so it kills it pretty easily. Next up, Gengar. Black Glasses Crunch does not kill it in one shot, but I mean 2 shots in, it'll kill it. So not to worry about that. Jinx comes out, Psycho Boost the Crobat. I'm not sure why I didn't use an ice move. I'm pretty sure an ice move would have killed it, but we're just gonna let it go. Black Glasses Crunch from Salamence kills the Mischievous, and that's a big play right there. And then Hypno gets erupted to death, similar to Save Light, and we're just mowing down the Elite Four at this point. We've only lost 1 Pokemon this entire run, and that is scary to think. Anyways, we're heading to Lance. Lance starts off with his Salamence. We're gonna go into our Jinx and actually Ice Beam it. We'll outspeed it pretty easily, and we slap down his Salamence. Breloom obviously gets to take the L and has to go down, but Breloom was gonna do anything against Lance anyways, so it wasn't too much of an issue. Gyarados comes out, takes down the Aerodactyl pretty much flawlessly. Monsters. Jinx comes out. Jinx S, the greatest ice Pokemon in the world, because I told you guys in the beginning, Ice Psychic is a scary typing, and Lance is afraid right now. I mean, I just one-shot at his Ace Dragonite in 1 hit. Ridiculous. Any Rock Slide, get Charizard dead, and Gyarados comes out. I don't have much to do with Gyarados. I don't have electric moves. I never have an electric move, I feel like, but we obviously take it down with a Dragonite. I don't know what it was trying to do. It just didn't do anything correct, and it just let me kills it. And then his second Dragonite gets destroyed with Ice Beam, and we are clearly outclassing this Elite Four. Finally, most of my Pokemon are missing a 4th slot because I removed the HM from training. So most of it don't even have 4 moves. It has 3 moves. So I'm just gonna teach it random moves at this point, just to mess around and obviously use all my PP restoring items, because this is the final battle. This is Gary, the final champion fight of the game, and we're gonna head into it pretty confidently. We're heading into Gary, and Gary starts over with Heracross. The Heracross actually catches me off guard. I thought it was gonna be a Pidgeot, or the Crobat that I always use, so I was confused. But at the same time, I have Psycho Boost, so I wasn't very scared. I was just confused. Ampharos comes out. Ampharos tail glows like crazy, and then I had to sacrifice my poor Dragonite. Dragonite is one of my favorite Pokemon, so seeing it go down like that without getting killed is disappointing, but it had to be done. What must be done must be done. And I was scared that Blizzard was gonna miss and Water Pulse wasn't gonna kill, so I relied on Psycho Boost to kill it. I mean, a bit of a waste of a Psycho Boost, but I mean, it is what it is. His Magmar comes out, his ace of a Pokemon. My Salamence comes out, 2 shots it with Rock Slide, outspeeds it the first time. So I mean, at this point, what is Gary to me? Like, Gary is nothing to me. His ace just went down easily, super easily. Walrein comes out. Walrein's always been a pain. We don't get the KO on it, obviously, with our Breloom, unfortunately, but Salamence avenges it and takes it down. Next up is his Metagross. It's level 69 Metagross. Metagross gets demolished by Typhlosion. What a beast. Typhlosion just overheats it and is gone. And the final Pokemon is Meganium. So, I mean, basically, we already won at this point. He's sending out Meganium of all Pokemon. So, I want to say thank you for watching all the way to the end. I hope you guys all enjoyed this little ROM hack video. I know you guys have been asking me to play ROM hacks, and I did. I really enjoyed this one. It was it's definitely very hard. Obviously, I over-leveled at a lot of the points, so I didn't get the full experience of it. So I wanted to say I apologize for that. But if you guys do enjoy this one, I'll obviously upload more ROM hacks and more challenge videos on ROM hacks and harder games, obviously. So if you guys do want that, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Leave a like, comment down below some challenge ideas, and also maybe ROM hacks if you guys want to see more. Any support, I'll greatly appreciate it. And also subscribe if you guys are not already. My name's Alpha, and I hope you guys all had a great day. I'm out. Peace.